My name is Amanda Morrison. I work for National History Day, which is an organization that works to improve the teaching and learning of history nationwide. And we are proud to partner with Carpenter's Hall for the first ever Young People's Continental Congress, or YPCC, here in Philadelphia this week. So we have 14 delegates, which are student-teacher teams from across the original 13 colonies, and a special delegation representing Philadelphia, where we're hosting the program.
National History Day is a wonderful organization that does a tremendous job of getting students and teachers involved in the field of history.
My thought was this is going to be, a small little group trip. But no, like the other night we went to a dinner and we met people who donated $500,000.
So being able to do this for like almost a whole week in Philadelphia that's full of amazing museums is super cool.
As soon as we got here, we had a dinner and then we all sat in the lobby and played Uno together and other board games, and we really all just meshed really well together.
It's good to find friends in other places, and I believe as Americans we should get to know as many people as possible.
When you're taught history in a classroom, you don't really think about, oh, this is what happened here, what happened here. You don't really connect it. But when we were walking through these buildings and when we first got into Carpenter's Hall, I was like, wow, this is a primary source building. And the actual George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, they were all able to be there in that room.
But also like the people that built it, what it was modeled after. And it was just really interesting to it was kind of a new perspective on how to use primary sources.
And the museums are just super interesting. I just love being here.
And they're on site this week at Carpenter's Hall for plenary sessions, and then of course visiting multiple cultural institutions here in the city, from here at the National Constitution Center to the Museum of the American Revolution, the Historical Society of Pennsylvania, and many more, to explore the connections between the founding ideals from the American Revolution and the founding of the United States, and then contemporary connections to today of issues of civics and democracy.
When we think about the Revolutionary War, we often think about how it was just a bunch of wars and battles that were between the patriots and the loyalists. Yes, that was the case, but we never think about the American Indians who were affected by that and how they lost their land. And not only that, but they essentially had to start fighting for their survival, fighting for their rights.
And this whole thing really makes you feel like you're a part of, I guess you could say, a real Congress, honestly. It makes you feel like you're doing something worthwhile.
Anytime that you can get young people involved, engaged, and experience where history happened, that's the magic.
It's not just what happens at the moment, but the impact of some of the choices that we've made, and to understand that some of the choices aren't as clear-cut as they may seem in the history books, but when you get a little bit deeper into it, you understand that there's a multitude of things that get into it.
And these students they can listen, and they're being careful about what they say. They're making sure that they try to find common ground versus ground to disagree on. And I think that's going to be a very powerful experience for my students, is how do I coexist with others who are different from me?
The hands-on exhibits, they bring history to life. And so I think they're going to take that experience away, and they'll brag about it to their peers, like, oh, well, this is what they have in Philly.
My future aspirations are definitely, I've thought about it a lot, getting my doctorate in history, maybe becoming a historian or a history professor.
I'm hoping to travel back home because I was born in Africa, Cameroon. So I'm hoping to travel back home to get back with the culture, meet with family members and stuff of that nature.
I think in college I'll be doing a lot of human rights courses, and I really want to learn about helping minorities, because right now their perspectives are just being told, whereas usually it's the winner's perspective who's told in history books, especially the older ones.
I don't know, I guess I'll see where it takes me, but I'm excited to see the path ahead.
Young people can make a difference by, honestly, anything. I mean, if you go outside and pick up trash off the side of the road, you're making a difference. No matter what you do in your communities, no matter how big or how small, it is going to make an impact somehow in some way.
So I see myself helping my community and also participating and being an informed citizen.
We have like a lot we can do for our world, and I think we can do it. I think we're on the right path right now.
I think they can make a big difference. We just have to not be scared and speak what we think's the right thing to do. And as long as we say what we think and what we mean, but are still open to others' ideas, I think we can change the world.
So many different influences, our teachers, our parents, and our environment, we tend to just drift towards whoever we feel close to, but also it's important to, take a step back and really understand what's happening and develop your own individual perspective on current events, just in general history, and take back and look at what's in the past and I guess find your story.